Hello viewers, today we are going to discuss rural sociology and educational psychology. In this part, we are discussing on rural sociology. First we discuss rural sociology and then we discuss its subject and importance of rural sociology, particularly in agriculture field. Rural sociology, first we discuss its meaning and the definition of rural sociology. When we want to define rural sociology, we said that rural sociology is a branch of sociology. The word sociology derived from two different words. One is Latin word socius and second is Greek word logos. The meaning of socius and logos is society and science, and the full meaning of the word socius and logos is a science of society known as sociology. The word sociology was derived by French scholar Auguste Comte in 1838 when he decided that we live in society from birth to death and many work we completed in our society. Hence, we must study society. In the opinion of French scholar Auguste Comte, he said that sociology is a systematic science of society. After the development of a new branch of knowledge, many more branches has been developed during the course, and rural sociology is one of the branches of sociology. Rural sociology is a branch of sociology, and the word rural sociology is derived from two different words. One word is sociology and second is rural. First, sociology has many branches. One branch is rural sociology, and rural sociology is a science of study of rural community and rural environment in a systematic perspective. Rural sociology is a science which deals with community development programs. Dear viewers, rural sociology, the subject matter of this branch of sociology is rural community. In India, majority of the population live in rural community. Hence, we must concentrate on rural population too. Hence, this new branch has been emerged in course of time with sociology known as rural sociology. And many more disciplines directly or indirectly attached with rural sociology like psychology, geography, communication studies, anthropology, history, political science and economics. Now the question arises, what rural community is? Rural areas, rural community, rural society defined in many ways in different countries by the different scholars. In India as well as in America, the first explanation of rural community is based on population or statistical definition. The US Census Bureau in 1950 classifies an area of rural if it has fewer than 2,500 residents, a definition established early in the 20th century. Most other developed countries utilize this definition, but in India, we have defined rural community on the basis of population, and according to the demographers, they said that rural area is that area where population is less than 5,000. As in our census, we classified the population on the basis of 5,000 or below in rural category and more than 5,000 is in urban category. The second definition of rural community is based on agriculture. Many agricultural scientists said that rural community is that community where majority of the population engaged directly or indirectly in agriculture or cultivation work. The third definition is based on degree of isolation from or inability to participate in the programs of larger society. And the fourth is access to services such as level of education, quality of medical services, employment, transportation and social services. And the last, the definition based on administration, and administration definition is the area that is not the capital or center is considered rural community. In India, we mostly define rural community either on the base of demography, that is less than 5,000 is rural community, or the major occupation by the people of rural community is agriculture or cultivation. Some other definitions like sociologist A.R. Desai or I.P. Desai said that rural community is that community which is self-dependent unit, and self-dependent unit means what they produced they will consume and what they want to consume they will produce. In other words, according to Robert Redfield, he is well-known anthropologist as well as sociologist. He said that self-dependent unit means cradle to grave arrangement. They fulfill their all needs in the area particular known as rural community. After discussing the word sociology and the word rural community, now we come to the point what is sociology and then what is rural sociology. Sociology is the scientific study of people in group relations. Sociologist uses the scientific method in their research studies to develop a body of accurate and reliable knowledge about human relationship. Similarly, sociology is scientific in concerned with people, not individuals as members or groups. And many sociologists said that people organized in families, network, school, manufacturing and other organization is the subject matter of sociology. Then rural sociology. Rural sociology is a sociological study of rural community, and when we talk about rural community means the culture of rural community, the values, the norms, the pattern and the grassroots system of rural area, that is democratic decentralization, panchayat system, panchayati raj system as well as caste, marriage, family, etc. These are the subject matter of rural sociology. In simple way, we can say that rural sociology is a branch of sociology which deals with rural community, particular and total culture of rural community as a whole is the subject matter of rural sociology. Now the question arises, what rurality is? Rurality is, we can define the term in many ways. Dominated either currently or recently by extensive land uses, notably agriculture and forestry. Contain a small lower order settlement which demonstrate a strong relationship between buildings and extensive landscapes and which are thought of as rural by most of their residents. Engender a way of life which is characterized by a cohesive identity based on respect for the environmental and behavioral quality of living as part of an extensive landscape. Rurality means the area which has a different environment, that is natural environment. And after independence, many community development programs has been emerged and implemented for the development of rural community. If we talk about the developmental programs, we can say that the first program was IAAP, Intensive Agriculture Area Program. Then Small Farmers Development Agency, SFDA, Integrated Rural Development Programs, then Women Development Programs, then Special Component Program for Scheduled Caste, then Tribal Subplan, Jawar Rozgar Yojana, Food for Works, and many other programs through Community Development Program has been implemented by the government to develop the rural community. In this rural sociology, we deal all the programs and the effect of these programs to rural community, whether rural community has been changed or they are going to change, and what is the situation at present is the subject matter of rural sociology. After 1970 and 80s, Indian government and Rajasthan government has developed so many other programs for the development of rural community, and out of all these programs, the important programs are TRISEM, Training of Rural Youth for Self-Development, and National Employment Guarantee Program, that is later known as NREGA, MNREGA. NREGA means National Rural Employment Guarantee Program turned into agency. National Rural Employment Guarantee Agency is new program implemented by government for the upliftment of rural community and community development program as a whole. Similarly, Jawar Rozgar Yojana and more other programs for the development of rural community. If we decide that what is the subject matter of rural sociology, then we come to the point that we can study rural sociology in three ways. One is theoretical part, second is research part, and third is applied part. The first theoretical part is we acquired the knowledge about the rural community and rural environment, rural family, rural marriage, rural leadership, etc. The second part is research part. In research part, we collect the information with the help of either observation, schedule, questionnaire, or interview. Collected the information, analyzed by researcher, and finally we conclude on a particular topic like marriage, like community development program, like panchayat system, etc., etc. This is research part. And the third part is applied part. Applied part means the use knowledge for the betterment of rural community. Rural community has many problems like child marriages, drug addiction, alcoholism, etc. And economic problem is poverty and unemployment. What are the causes behind these problems and what are the consequences of the problem, and then we can suggest some solutions to solve the problems of rural community. These are the three important parts of study in rural community. One is theoretical, second is research, and third is applied. Now we come to the scope of rural sociology. India is an agricultural country and village is a basic and important unit of society. After independence, the process of rural reconstruction was started and importance of the rural sociology was recognized. The need of development of villages and speed of education in the villages were understood, and to achieve this community development programs was started. It can be achieved when the planners and administrator correct knowledge of the rural life. As we have discussed that, first we acquire the knowledge about the rural environment, rural community and rural society. Similarly, in independence India, administrators and planners first collected the information about the rural community and then they planned according to the environment of the rural community. These are the scope of rural society and rural sociology. The first is, it is very essential to develop village because India's development depends upon the progress of villages. Second, India is agricultural country and poverty can be removed through improvement in agriculture. Solutions of rural problems can bring the changes in the rural society. The country and its society can be reconstructed only through rural development. Then, for successful implementation of democratic decentralization, the village community is to be studied in detail. Then, rural sociology can help to organize the disorganized Indian in detail. Next, the extension worker must know the rural culture, rural institution, problems, resources, etc. for successful transfer of technology for improvement of agriculture. It can be achieved through the study of rural sociology. Then, through the technology and communication methods are known to the extension workers. The study of rural sociology helps the extension worker to transfer the technology. Then, for successful implementation of the community development programs, the knowledge of rural sociology is very essential. If we concentrate on these points, we can say that if we want to study rural sociology, we must concentrate ourselves on few particular topics. The first is agriculture and cultivation. What are the techniques the people of rural community are using and what were the before independence and after independence, the technology used by cultivators or agriculture laborers or farmers is the subject matter of rural sociology. Similarly, we can study the technology used by rural community like tractor, chemical fertilizers, seeds, etc. they are using and the impact of these technologies to the development of rural community. Similarly, certain problems rural people are directly or indirectly facing, which are natural calamities, drought and other natural problems. What is the impact of these problems and how we can solve it? All due to these natural calamities, poverty and unemployment are the two severe problems rural people are facing. One is poverty. Poverty means low income or no income, and unemployment means though they are agricultural workers, but due to the season they are without works, known as unemployment, is the severe problem in rural community. First, we collect the information from the respondent. What are the causes behind the poverty and unemployment? And second is consequences of poverty and unemployment. Because we know that poverty and unemployment ultimately leads to crime, juvenile delinquency, alcoholism, drug addiction, corruption, etc. These are the social problems developed in rural community. Similarly, we focus our study on democratic decentralization, known as grassroots development of rural community. As said by Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, then Indira Gandhi and then Rajiv Gandhi, they said that if we want to develop India, we must develop rural community, and rural community developed through grassroots development, that is democratic decentralization. Democratic decentralization means 3 tier of Panchayati Raj system. The lower is Gram Panchayat, village Panchayat. The middle is at block level is Panchayat Samiti, and at top level is Jilla Parishad. These 3 are the subject matter of rural sociology. First we collect the information through Panchayat Raj system at lower level, that is Gram Panchayat, then block level Panchayat Samiti, and then Jilla Parishad. And how we can reconstruct a new environment in rural community. These are the few subjects which we can concentrate for rural sociology. Similarly, in rural sociology, we can study family, marriage, kinship system, and other social system prevailing in rural community, because jointness is the base of rural community and marital bond is a strong bond in rural community, but all due to the technologies implemented by the government for the rural people, family and marriage are changing. Jointness is disorganized in the form of nuclear, and marital bond, which was termed as strong bond, are loosened by the impact of these technologies. We can study family and marriage and kinship system, and similarly economic, educational system, cultural system, and other social system is the subject matter, because this technology, that is new technology, has great impact on rural community, is the subject matter of rural sociology. Many sociologists and anthropologists studied rural sociology in different ways. Some concentrated on theoretical part, some concentrated on research part, and some concentrated on applied part. All these 3 are the important part of rural sociology. Now we come to the point next, that is history of rural sociology. History of rural sociology. About 1900, the first sociology department was founded at the University of Chicago to study social problem resulting from industrialization, urbanization, and other social changes. The Country Life Commission, created by US President Theodore Roosevelt in 1910, identified the main social problems of rural America and hired many other groups to perform rural social survey. But in India, sociology has been started in 1919, first at Mumbai, known as Elphinstone College, Bombay, by the heading Professor Patrick Gitts. He was the first head of department of sociology, but he was not belong to the sociology field. He was a man of economics. At initial level, sociology was started either under the economics department or political science department. The first sociologist was appointed at Bombay University, known as Professor G.S. Ghurye, Govind Sadasiv Ghurye. He was appointed as reader and was the first head of department of sociology. Then the sociology started in different universities, and at present in all the universities of India, sociology is one of the important subjects, and many more students are attracting toward the sociology. And under the heading sociology, rural sociology is one of the important branch of sociology, and many more sociologists like I.P. Desai, A.R. Desai, Bailey, Karve, Mazumdar, Madan, these are the agricultural sociologists who are concentrated on rural sociology. Rural sociology, important branch of sociology in India also. These investigations fostered the emergence of rural sociology as problem-oriented and applied study. The first journal of rural sociology had been published in 1937. As we have discussed that we can classify rural sociology in three parts. One part is theoretical part, and theoretical part means we collect the information about the environment of rural community. Then second part is research part, we collect the information and then we move towards the applied part, because we are not social worker, but we can help social workers who are directly or indirectly related with rural community. We can help, we can guide them what are the causes of the problem and what are the consequences of the problem and how we can solve the problems, so that we can remove the problems in rural community and developmental program can be implemented smoothly and we can reconstruct rural community as equal to urban community. The last part of this discussion is why study rural sociology. The world's population is much more heavily rural, especially in the developing countries like Africa, Asia and Latin America. About 4 out of 5 people live in rural areas. Rural sociologists are not only concerned with the study of the farmers, but also rural non-farm population who live in rural areas. Even though the number of farm people is decreasing, the amount of farmland remains approximately constant. Number of livestock and amount of fertilizers, machinery and other resources per farm are increasing. There is need for agricultural engineers, extension workers, agri-business, etc. We can say that rural sociology is one of the important subject because we want to know about the rural community, rural society and the agriculture occupation. As we know that in India, more than 70% population is living in rural community. Hence, they are directly or indirectly dependent on cultivation, agriculture. So, cultivation and agriculture is the base of rural economy, is the subject matter of rural sociology. Hence, rural sociology is essential. Where we can use rural sociology, that is usages of rural sociology. We can use rural sociology in extension services, use of diffusion of innovation research, need assessment studies, social impact studies, that is evaluation, environmental studies, development and poverty studies. These are the few areas where we can study it and we can use rural sociology. That is particular rural society, poverty and other developmental programs we can study it through rural sociology. Hence, we can say that rural sociology is most important branch particularly for India, because majority of the population in India is living in rural area. Hence, we must concentrate on rural community. For that, rural sociology is important branch and we need it, rural sociology. Today, in this part of the program, we have discussed rural sociology. Rural sociology is the most important branch of sociology and most useful branch of sociology. We can say that important branch of knowledge, because we want to collect information for the rurals, for the rural environment and for the rural community. Rural community is the base of India and we can say that is soul of India. Hence, we can concentrate rural sociology for rural community, and in this part we can study rural community with the help of 3 important dimensions. One is theoretical dimension, second is research dimension and third is applied dimension. All these dimensions are helpful to understand what rural community and what rural society is. For that, rural sociology is important branch of knowledge. Thank you.